the heartbeat of death. There would be no chance at all of getting to know death if it happened only once. But fortunately, life is nothing but a continuing dance of birth and death, a dance of change. Every time I hear the rush of a mountain stream, or the waves crashing on the shore, or my own heartbeat, I hear the sound of impermanence. These changes, these small deaths, are our living links with death. They are death's pulse, death's heartbeat, prompting us to let go of all the things we cling to. So let us then work with these changes now, in life. That is the real way to prepare for death. Life may be full of pain, suffering, and difficulty, but all of these are opportunities handed to us to help us move toward an emotional acceptance of death. It is only when we believe things to be permanent that we shut off the possibility of learning from change. If we shut off this possibility, we become closed, and we become grasping. Grasping is the source of all of our problems. Since impermanence to us spells anguish, we grasp onto things desperately. Even though all things change, we are terrified of letting go, terrified, in fact, of living at all, since learning to live is learning to let go. And this tragedy, and the irony of our struggle to hold on, not only is it impossible, but it brings us the very pain we are seeking to avoid. The intention behind grasping may not in itself be bad. There's nothing wrong with the desire to be happy. But what we grasp onto is by nature ungraspable. The Tibetans say you cannot wash the same dirty hand twice in the same running river. No matter how much you squeeze a handful of sand, you will never get oil out of it. Taking impermanence truly to heart is to be slowly freed from the idea of grasping, from our flawed and destructive view of permanence, from the false passion for security on which we have built everything. Slowly it dawns on us that all the heartache we have been through from grasping at the ungraspable was, in the deepest sense, unnecessary. At the beginning, this may be too painful to accept, because it seems so unfamiliar. But as we reflect, and go on reflecting, our hearts and minds go through a gradual transformation. Letting go begins to feel more natural and becomes easier and easier. It may take a long time for the extent of our foolishness to sink in, but the more we reflect, the more we develop the view of letting go. It is then that a shift takes place in our way of looking at everything. Contemplating impermanence on its own is not enough. You have to work with it in your life. Just as medical studies require both theory and practice, so does life. And in life, the practical training is here, is now, in the laboratory of change. As changes occur, we learn to look at them with a new understanding. And though they will still go on arising, just as they did before, something in us will be different. The whole situation will now be more relaxed, less intense and painful. Even the impact of the changes we go through we will find less shocking. With each successive change, we realize a little bit more, and our view of living becomes deeper and more spacious.